Hello and welcome to video number 13. So I am currently in my apartment. It is under construction, as you can see. I'm not going to show the other area that looks a little bit crazier, but there was a leak in the unit above me. And so unfortunately, it has affected my apartment and it has just been a lot to deal with. But I was not going to let that be the excuse of why I did not post this video because, like I mentioned at the beginning of the year, I want to stay consistent on here. I want to be able to post and share my journey, not only in investing, but also just personal stuff that I have going on. And so that is what I wanted to focus on today. It's also the day before my birthday, so I am celebrating my 29th birthday tomorrow, and I just wanted to get on here and share a message not only for the people watching, but also just kind of reflecting back and having this as kind of like a reminder to myself of some of the things that I want to remember from this last year of my life and some of the things that I want to make sure stay in this last year of my life. Why do I say stay in this last year of my life? Because there are so many times where you end up repeating some of the past things that you've done, right? Like you end up doing some of the things that maybe you did when you were 25, 26, 27, and now you did it again at 28, and now I'm going into 29, and I'm like, hold up, wait, we're not doing that no more. And so I feel like I finally have reached a place where I'm like, all right, we already learned all these lessons. Like, let's actually take the lessons and not, repeat the same mistakes. And so I wanted to share this message also because I feel like through talking to friends, to family, to my coworkers, a lot of people experience the same things. A lot of people realize that it's really our habits that sometimes take over our daily routines. And then next thing you know, we kind of repeat the same thing the next year. And so I've actually been rereading Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it's a fantastic book. I absolutely love it. And what I've been trying to do is be more mindful of the things that I repeated last year that I know that I don't want to bring into this next year of my life, and jot those things down and really keep myself accountable to removing some of those bad habits and replacing them with good habits and replacing them with things that are actually going to bring me closer to reaching new levels and reaching, accomplishing new things in this next year of my life. So with that being said, I also wanted to pause and remind myself that I am grateful for so much already. I am grateful for where I am in life right now. And so just pausing and really acknowledging the fact that a lot of times we take a lot of things for granted is so important. And I think that moving into this next year of my life, I'm going to definitely take more time to practice gratitude and to practice acknowledging the things that normally I would just kind of take for granted, not really think about, including the current situation that I'm in. And I think that's the main reason why I paused and reflected, was because, everything felt like it was going so smoothly, and then all of a sudden I have the situation at my home. I have to vacate my apartment. I'm kind of all over the place. I have my birthday coming up, so I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so inconvenient. But then I had to really think about, okay, this is so inconvenient, but at the same time, I have family that lives 30 minutes away. They're actually happy that I'm there. They're actually so incredibly happy. My mom, my dad, my grandma, my brother, they're all my brother just took me out to get some new shoes for my birthday. My parents are trying to make sure I'm good, I'm accommodated. My grandma tells me every single day, I'm so happy you're here. Do you want me to make you breakfast? And so I know it's a temporary thing. I still have my home and I'm going to come back here, but just kind of reframing my mindset of okay, yeah, it's not necessarily the best thing that I'm out of my apartment for the next 2 weeks because of this leak or whatever is going on. But I have to remind myself to be grateful for the type of support that I have in my life that a lot of people don't have. And so sometimes I think it's easy to take certain things like that for granted. And so I'm learning to just really pause, reflect on the actual situation, realize it's just a temporary situation, and just enjoy it. Right now, I'm recording this, I'm grabbing some extra clothes, I'm grabbing some packages that got delivered to my home. Then I'm going to go back to my family's house. I'm going to spend the night with them. We're going to have some wine, we're going to, do barbecue, do all these things. And so it's really just a reminder to myself to not take something or a situation or inconvenience and let it completely ruin everything else that, is so great in life. And so I don't know if anybody else has felt this way or is going through something similar, whether it be in a relationship, in a friendship, at work, in your home situation. I don't know what it is, but take some time to really just be grateful for the things that are going well in your life and the things that you normally take for granted, and realize that it's just a temporary moment, an inconvenience that can be fixed, and that, you will go on with your life right when, or at least I will hopefully go back to my regular routine as they fix all these issues. All right, with that being said, I am going to head out and I'm going to go enjoy my night with my family, but I wanted to post because, one, I want to stay consistent. Two, the stock market was closed on Friday, so I already had closed out all of my options contracts, but I am excited for this new week. I am excited for tomorrow because it's not only my birthday, but also I get to go back into the stock market. I'm off of work because they are considering it a spring break day, I guess, at, the place that I work at. And so I'm also taking the day off. And so I get to celebrate my birthday. I get to be off. I get to look at the stock market. I get to spend time with my family. And there's so many other beautiful things that are happening in my life. And I'm not going to let something like my apartment being out for 2 weeks, completely ruin my birthday or my weekend or, just this next stage of my life. So next week, I will be posting a little bit more about what I am currently looking at, investing in, dollar cost averaging, which stocks I'm looking to buy that usually are a little bit too high for my price range, but right now they are a little bit more affordable. So I'll talk about that. And also, hopefully by the time I record my next video, I will be at 100 subscribers. So I will be able to celebrate that milestone that I have written down for myself, which I definitely want to be able to accomplish as I continue to post more on here and build my community. So appreciate you for staying till the very end, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.